injured in game one, hamstring injury. And the Wolves have not lost since. Podziemski running the floor, leads it in. Buddy Hield set him up.
Very aggressive. Not only did they blitz Anthony Edwards, they blitzed Mike Conley on the last one and force them into their 11th turnover. They've got to be able to get their defense going and score.
To wrap up a series in 5 games and not even give the Warriors a chance to get Curry back on the floor. Podziemski hits his 3rd three, coming off just 11 points on 0 for 4 shooting from 3-point range in game 4. Conley's had the hot hand, and he stays that way. Gobert clears the rebound. Up ahead, Randall. Randall's been running the floor. Ball's moving now. Edwards steps into a 3. Cash! 16 minutes. Draymond Green up top for Butler. Well-executed play. That's leading by 16 points in this closeout game. Edwards loose with the ball, but secures it. Wear that for another playoffs. I'm ready. And he came back healthy from that adductor injury. They've been a different team. Nice move by DiVincenzo.
It paid off for both Randall and Karl-Anthony Towns. You don't see that often, but Dante DiVincenzo's right. That was a win-win trade.
They didn't reset the shot clock. They should have. Podziemski lets it fly and hits another one. It works out. Undeterred, knocks down his 4th three-pointer. He's got 10 in the quarter stand.
Yeah, and they've got it back to 12. They're not going away.
DiVincenzo gets by Podziemski with Dante DiVincenzo. And then Hield backed it up with 24 points in game 1 of this series and made 5 threes. Gobert gets it inside. No contest.
And has them now go ready right on the precipice of going to the conference finals for the 2nd straight year as Anthony Edwards all night, but that play wasn't good, wasn't well executed.
Spencer up there for the rebound. Another chance here for the Warriors. And Kuminga hits a 3. It's one of those good news, bad news stats. Edwards. Randall offensive board put back. Wolves trying to put the Warriors away in 5. First elimination game of this series. Here goes Edwards. Step through. Edwards good. Most of those coming in the first halves of games. He's had back-to-back 30-point games as Kuminga explodes to the basket and lays it in. 0.2 assist in the playoffs. He's having a breakout night tonight. Dante DiVincenzo.
No, they couldn't get him in. He was going to try to sub Podziemski. Didn't get him in, and Anthony Edwards hits a 3.
Edwards with 14, his 4th three-pointer. Hield turns it over and back. And Minnesota with the ball, up 22. Gary Payton II was back in the tunnel.
Riding the bike, I think.
Trying to stay loose.
Yeah.
And they want to get him on the floor. A lot of talk about the Warriors window, coach. Jimmy Butler kind of reopened that window for Golden State, gave them new life, but it does, the visuals here, it does bring into the fact that Stephen Curry, even at his age, is such a game-changing player. That's not new news, but the team that's on the floor now does not look like the team that can make any kind of run at all minus Stephen Curry, and how he changes this team. Had those 4 NBA titles, 6 times in the finals, winning those 4 times. In the first 6 years, they continue to win on the road. They did that earlier in game 1. Mike Dunleavy taking over as the head of basketball operations. And not that they're not capable of a major comeback. It would be a huge surprise, but Golden State, once Curry went out, everything changed.
Well, there's no question. And see just how valuable he is. I mean, with Curry and Butler, 27 and 8, including the play-in and the postseason. Those guys 27 and 8 together, but with Butler and without Curry, 1-5 coming into this game. Just an entirely different team. Don't even look like this would be a playoff team without Steph Curry. With him, they're a contender, but where do you go if you're Mike Dunleavy? Because, yes, you've proven those guys can win, but your three core guys, Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green, all going to be a year older, as is everybody, I guess. But at their age, it starts to become a factor. You're going to have a 38-year-old Steph Curry next year. First question is, can those three guys stay healthy?
Draymond Green will be 36, as will Butler. Hey, don't miss a playoff moment with the NBA app. You can download the app today. Latest scores, highlights, behind-the-scenes access to all the drama. Warriors, they struggled mightily in the first half, changing their roster, changing their rotation, starting lineups, and pulled off the big trade outside of the Luka Doncic trade. That was the significant trade piece that the Warriors got Jimmy Butler in a bitter ending to the Butler-Miami era. And we were all kind of curious to see what it would look like with the Warriors once Butler arrived, and it was even better than I think everybody thought. And you were a fan of that trade to start with.
Well, look, I think when you have a